me what you stand for. You willing to die for it? Kill another man for it? Recover stolen land for it? Strategize and execute a plan of war for it? I sacrifice my life and shed blood for it.
Tell me what you stand for. You willing to die for it? Kill another man for it? Recover stolen land for it? Strategize and execute a plan of war for it? I sacrifice my life.
Introducing a warrior like a model in Atlanta, cocking back hammers. In a militant manner, we display physical grammar, using resistance training for building our stamina. Just call me the manual for the development of amateurs. While I provide the solid rapture, hypnotic architecture, lyrical lectures connecting the black sectors for economic, political, cultural improvements. Prolific is this movement and Amos Wilson's the blueprint.
I'm an African evangelist, thought launching anarchist, demanding his sovereignty, probably on the edge of losing my sanity or being tapped by the Fed. So I break bread with like minds and build ties so we can counterattack all of these crackers' lies. So let it fly like shrapnel. I'm ready to grapple for the evolution of my people. Yes, I will cap you and then dap you as you return to the essence.
Tell me what you stand for. You willing to die for it? Kill another man for it? Recover stolen land for it? Strategize and execute a plan of war for it? I sacrifice my life and shed blood for it.
Tell me what you stand for. You willing to die for it? Kill another man for it? Recover stolen land for it? Strategize and execute a plan of war for it? I sacrifice my life.
Reintroducing the fiery or rhetorical, conceptual, categorically classic. Courageous, my cadence, we call it ageless. Calibrated, rhythmically, close-minded, contagious. Historians, places, and archives and databases. Acquisition of land is the basis of liberation. And Africa has the most cases of AIDS patients. Economists quickly draw a logical correlation to biological agents controlling the population. A 500-year approximation of occupation are being invaded by Caucasians and stolen from our nations. So we develop this pledge and proclamation, a mantra for education plus our daily affirmation. I will study what is difficult until it becomes simple. Discipline my focus for the upliftment of my people. Protect black women and soldier healthy black children. And organize a movement to revolt against the system.
Tell me what you stand for. You willing to die for it? Kill another man for it? Recover stolen land for it? Strategize and execute a plan of war for it? I sacrifice my life and shed blood for it.
Tell me what you stand for. You willing to die for it? Kill another man for it? Recover stolen land for it? Strategize and execute a plan of war for it? I sacrifice my life.
This is a beacon for warriors and warrior queens in unison. You'll never believe what we can achieve at ease. I can't because the struggles got me amped and ready to rock steady in the name of revolutionary war. Before you quickly shatter his jaw, you'll see the look in his face. He can't keep up with the pace. This is guerrilla warfare, all spare and then some. I'm the minister of defense. Call me the henchman. Reliving the sessions of the Nat Turner confessions. It's not a matter of will, but when should be your question. Never second guessing the combatants of my oppression. Every encounter with them I always use as a lesson. The Walter P99 is something I had in mind to help me rectify the situation that we're facing. Placing our faith in holy books just won't cut it. It's more than just screaming black power, you gotta love it.
Good job, Chanel Top on Black Power, family. What up? It's your brother in Google. Now you see R.A.N.M. And once again, you tune in to R.A.N.M. RBG TV. And you know, we keeps it G. Raw and uncut common sense, you already know. For the common people, dealing with the common issues. By now, you should know we trying to seek those common solutions. So join in, family. Say it with me loud and proud, man. All in together now. How we gonna do it? How we gonna win? How we gonna succeed? What's the motto, the motivation, the mantra, the madness, the method? It's black love. Because black love is the cure for the black nation. So let's get it. You dig? We're gonna talk about something that's rather vital, rather important, rather foundational when it's dealing with this whole thing that we call nationhood, rebuilding and reestablishing, right? And we're going to talk to the men today. We're going to talk to the brothers, the males, the boys, right? Now, recently in the channel, you can go back and do your history. I did a bill recently called The Insecurities, Today's Black Man. Check that out. It's also important, right? But what we're going to deal with today is basically a little man-up session, nonetheless, for today's black man, today's black male. It's going to be a little man-up session. So with that being said, walk with me the way I walk with you. You already know how we do. And before we begin, I want you to watch this little news clip of some current events right now that's going on in the hood. And then when we get back, we're going to talk. So in the meantime, between time, keep it locked, keep it G. You already know this is RENM RBG TV. Watch this shit, yo. Stay tuned.
A shooting spree in Knoxville, Tennessee killed high school football player Xavion Dobson, who was hailed as a hero after police say he died shielding 3 girls from gunfire. Knoxville police said several men drove to a neighborhood in Knoxville and randomly fired multiple times into a crowd. Those shots pierced 15-year-old Dobson, who was struck and killed after he jumped on top of 3 girls to shield them from the shooters. The school's football team called Dobson an outstanding young man on Twitter and said he will always be remembered as a hero.
And we back. Once again, you tune in to RENM RBG TV. We keep it G. Before we go any further, I want to give a big Black Power shout out to the young brother who laid down his life for 3 of our young sisters, our young daughters. Xavion Dobson, age 15, Knoxville, Tennessee. Rest in your huru, young brother. And the reason why I say that, and the reason why I put up that news clip, is because, again, we talking to the males today. We talking to the black men of today, right? I just wanted to show y'all just a little glimpse of what I like to call man shit as far as in relation to dealing with our sisters today. That was man shit. Straight up and down. There's no other ways you can put it. That was man shit. That is something of an example that needs to be exemplified and magnified. So big up in Black Power to that brother right there. May he rest in Yehovah. May the ancestors welcome him and embrace him along his journey. He laid down his life protecting 3 of our young daughters, 3 of our young sisters, so that they may live on and do what they got to do in this lifetime. Again, that's man shit. In today's era, it ain't that. It's not. It don't go down like that, I should say. In today's era, today's man, today's male, even boy, even, and I'm talking about the mentality which reflects in the action, right? Keep it 100. He's soft as shit. He gets run over so easily that he has to take his frustrations out on the next person in line. Who's the next person in line? The black woman. All because he's hurt. His emotions are damaged. His ego is struck and even. So what we're going to discuss is a few things. I want to take my attention to a real important document that everybody needs to, you know what I'm saying, once again, circulate. And if you don't have it, I don't know what you out here talking if you're talking this RBG shit. And that is the RBG Code of Conduct. We're going to talk on a few key points. Just a few things. We ain't going to go down the whole thing, but just a few things within this code. For example, code number 4, no exploitation. Don't exploit your people. You live in the hood, they live in the hood. Chances are they don't have anything more than you do. We have enough community leeches and pork chop preachers robbing the people. I'm going to take it a step further. Not only do you live in the hood and they live in the hood, not only do they not have and you may not have at the same time, by the end of the day, like I always say, common issues for common people. We all deal with the same thing, so why not look out for one another so we can all get up out this shit at the same time? Take it a step further. Number 5. Code number 5. Warrior code. Now this is very important. Again, dealing with today's black male, listen to this right here. This code right here that is often overlooked, often not practiced. And again, it reflects in the community. So again, warrior code, code number 5. Security first. Protect our women, children, elders. Train, work out, get your fighting skills up to par. Police your own community. We do not need pigs overseeing us. I'm going to repeat that one more time. Warrior code, code number 5, security first. Protect our women, our children, our elders. Train, Work out, get your fighting skills up to par. Police your own community. We don't need pigs overseeing us. Translation. Black man of today, your woman needs your help. Black man of today, your children need your help. If you all know me by now, you all know my little equation. The might of the nation rests within the woman. The defense of the nation rests within the men. The legacy of the nation rests within the youth. What am I saying when I say this? Very simple. As a man, since we're dealing with the men today, you are that defense of this nation that we are trying to reestablish, recreate, and run and thrive off of. You are that defense. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You are divinely, universally, cosmos-wise, obligated. You're obligated to uphold that mission, which is to protect the woman, to protect the children, protect the elders. You are the defense. No ifs, ands, no buts about it. The more you bitch, cry, and complain about it, right, about what's going on to our people, about what's going on to our community, but yet you have not taken up that mantle, yet you have not stepped up to the plate to be that defense. You, my friend, are the biggest issue, because at the end of the day, you are the first line that anybody from the outside has to encounter. You have to hold the line. If you don't hold the line, the fort will get overrun. Again, the defense of the nation rests within the men. Man up. Code number 8. The people come first. Code number 8, build survival skills. That's the title of code number 8. Build survival skills. The people come first. You are your brothers and your sisters' keeper. Capitalism teaches individualism, which is anti-African. We have to create programs that are for the best interest of our people, especially food, clothing, and shelter. Again, when we're talking to today's man in relation to today's sister, besides sitting back talking shit, besides sitting back pointing a finger, besides sitting back crying and complaining about petty issues that can easily be overlooked if you're looking towards a greater good, are you creating anything that can prevent these issues from happening again? Are you working on some sort of program or some sort of infrastructure, right, to again prevent these things from happening to our people, especially dealing with our sisters, referring to things like poverty, referring to things like broken homes and single parenting, referring to things as poor education, etc., etc., etc. What are you doing as a black man to prevent this shit? We move on. Code number 9. Political education. Each one teach one. It is important for African people to have knowledge of self. We have to be able to articulate why we are in the conditions we are in, who puts us in these conditions, and how we can get out of these conditions. So as you can see, number 8, number 9 go one and the same. You have to reach the people where they are. You have to reach the people where they are to understand what they're going through. Mind you, at the end of the day, if you have that connection as the common people, if you put yourself in the place of the common people, you see what's going on out here. And again, dealing with our men today, in relation to our sisters, you see the things that go on with our sisters. Hell, sometimes you even partake in the shit, consciously and subconsciously. So again, if you are the defense of this nation, black man, if you are the defense of this nation, black man, again, there's no other ways around it. Are you holding the line? Are you doing your job? Hold that thought. We're going to come back. Go ahead, click over to part 2. Because we're going to continue this. This is by far just the premise. Go ahead, go to part 2, and we're going to keep rocking and rolling. Black Power.